Welcome, everybody, to the Pseudo Nerd stream for April 30th, 2017. We're a little early today, and anytime we ever do it early, it's because for a special occasion. And today, or I guess yesterday, was International Tabletop Day. And we're going to go ahead and celebrate it today by playing a game that our buddy Kaiser got, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shadows of the Past. It is a tabletop kind of figurine game. From what I've read, I said we kind of got homework from Kaiser. And by the way, in case you guys are curious, below me are the other pseudo nerd jackasses. To my right is Kaiser. To the left, the much more attractive one is Haddock. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Classic. Good job, guys. And so I'm going to explain the game in a very, very, very small macro level, and then obviously Kaiser will go ahead and take over and kind of describe how everything's going. They're the ones that have the game in Ohio, but for the most part, it's kind of one player will take part as being the bad guy. He's the one that controls all the moves and all the controlling of that. I'm guessing this can be Jabroni on the right.
That one may be.
Okay, and then my assumption, and then my assumption would be that Haddix and I would be splitting the roles, or at least taking over two of the four turtles.
Yeah, if you were here in person, you would pick two and I'd pick two. But obviously, I'm gonna roll for all of them since you're not here.
I mean, I could go get some dice right now and just start throwing them, and so you can see.
Well, I mean, they're not actual dice. They're like.
Yeah. All right. So, with that said, one last thing I do want to say is we will be doing a podcast on this week. It'll be coming out this following Friday. And as always, tips are not necessary but always appreciated. Anybody that donates $5 or more is entered into a $50 Amazon or Steam gift card drawing, which will be announced at a later date. So with that said, just getting all those disclaimers out of the way, I am going to hand it off over to the two Joshes, and they're going to explain this in a little bit more detail. So take it away.
I can see her from it. All right. Well, thanks for that introduction, Hoagie. We're going to kind of go over briefly what we're doing here. This game is a miniature style game. If you've never played miniatures, comes in quite the sizable box. And the idea behind the miniatures, it's sort of a Dungeons and Dragons kind of feel to it, where you've got different figurines representing the Ninja Turtles, villains, things like that, and scenarios, which are set up in a comic book format. Might be a little hard to see here, but you kind of go through and you're going to read different scenarios, and based on what happens, there's actually like comic related scenes and things like that. If the villains win, the next scenario that follows the story, there's an advantage to the villains, and vice versa if the turtles win. You can switch now, Haddix. We're going to switch to the other view here just so you guys can kind of see the game board. We've kind of set this one up already for the first scenario that's in the book. But what you can see here is there's a lot of these gray pieces, and these are going to represent villains. And every villain, depending on what they are, has a villain card, villain stat card based on it. That has other abilities, their move, their attack, defense, things like that, special abilities here. Likewise, with the Ninja Turtles, all of them will have different abilities, life totals, skills, and things like that. And what's going to happen here is it kind of incorporates strategy as well as dice rolling. And as we kind of go through it, you're going to see what's happened is the Turtles have a unique system with their dice that's going to allow them to work as a team to hopefully come together and stop the villains, while the villains will use, instead of dice, we have cards, and every card, as we'll go through it, you build a deck based on the villains that are in that particular scenario. There'll be moves and abilities that come with those cards that'll affect the villains as you go. On top of that, you can see here we've got an entire landscape. It's all gridded out, and depending on where you're at, there are terrain cards that follow it. So for instance, right here, you've got we got Leonardo right here. He's sitting up on top of a building. So even though he's side by side of this guy, it's actually an elevated building he's on. Maybe a little hard to see that from the camera angle, but that's the idea here. There's a building here and a building up here. Elevated attacks take into play as well as how you can get up and down. There's fire escapes here and here to access the top and the bottom. That said, you can jump off a fire, or you can jump off an elevated thing. You will take die damage, with the exceptions if you land on these trash bags here, and other scenarios will have different items. So on and so forth. You've got some cars that are in the way and things like that. I could go through all the ins and outs of the combat, but it'd just be a lot easier to kind of see as you go. We're going to play the first campaign, which is going to be a very introduction style campaign. I've actually watched some videos of it played, and I played through it once myself. It could go quick, if so, and I'm sure there's a good chance it's going to go quick regardless. We'll move into the next story, and we'll change up the scenario as the story tells us to. But that said, let's get right into it. And I've got the book here. This is going to be this is book 1. I think it comes with, this is book 1 and 2, I should say. There's actually 4 stories in total, and plenty of scenarios to play. As well as if you go online, people have created their own personal scenarios, expansions that have come out, things like that. So there's a lot to do with this game, a lot of flexibility. Oh, go ahead, Kyle.
I was just gonna say, for those that are seeing this, have never seen this game before, where can they get it, and how much are they thinking they're gonna have to invest into getting this game?
This game started out as a Kickstarter, but it is available. I bought mine on Amazon. You can find it on Amazon. You can pretty much, if you search online, there's IDWgames.com will have it. Cool Stuff Inc., I believe, sells a lot of the games there. Plenty of places you can find it, and you're going to pay about $60 to $70 depending on where you go. Of course, that's the US dollar that we're talking about there. USD. Not that hard to find, though. I found it pretty easily, and I wasn't part of the Kickstarter. The game came out about basically the end of December last year, with the first expansion releasing probably about 2 to 3 weeks ago now, somewhere in that effect. So more expansions on the way. It's still a very new game. Some people with the Kickstarter just getting their deliveries a week or 2 ago. So even though I didn't Kickstart it, I got it about the same time some other people did. That said, we've got our first battle here. It's called Street Cleaners. The heroes have just interrupted a mugging, which is kind of what you see in the picture drawn here. The artist, by the way, I should mention, Kevin Eastman. Eastman and Laird, of course, the co-creators of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He was helped create this game, so a lot of input from one of the creators of the Ninja Turtles, which always helps with licensed games. The designer himself of the game is Kevin Wilson, was kind of lead designer. He's created a lot of good games. The Arkham Horror game, familiar with that, and some other licensed game, and he's coming out with a game that may have just released. I didn't get to go to the my local game store this week to see, but Escape from 100 Million BC is his newest creation, and it may or may not be in your local game shop. That said, this one, special rules. Every scenario has special rules and stuff. This particular one says no new villain figures may spawn during battle, which is an ability that happens in other scenarios. The villains can kind of, your little jobber villains can kind of come back and respawn as rounds go on, but in this particular one, they may not respawn. Villain figures may move off the board marked goal, which I'll show you in a second, as though they were moving to an adjacent space. Villain figures that have moved off the board may not return. Strengths, hero skills mod is -2. We'll go over that here in a second. And the villain focus is 4. We'll deal with focus in a minute as well. Objective, the hero objective is they win if they KO at least 8 of the street thugs. You will see below here there's actually 10. So they need to KO 8 out of the 10. A villain objective is the villains win if at least 3 of the street thugs move off the board as described under the special rules. Off the board is going to be leaving here or leaving just kind of off camera here on your right side, I guess that would be. There's some terrain cards involved. As you can see, this is kind of how they all map them out. We've already done it down below, but it shows you all the pieces and obstacles and things like that that need to be put on there. Up here, it shows you the color cards and the villain type to build the villain deck out of. And no leaders are present in this one. So that's all you're going to need to know about that. What we're going to move into now, we can actually start playing the game, and then the rules will kind of come together as you go. But ultimately, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my guys to leave the board, at least 3 of them, and the Turtles are trying to knock out at least 8 of them. Ninja Turtles always start first, and the first thing they're going to do is they've got special action dice, and they're going to want to roll all of those and set them up accordingly. And
Raphael has a lot of them.
He does. Now, so that's one thing that's worth mentioning. All the Ninja Turtles are able to share their abilities. So, in essence, if these were the dice, Leonardo's right here. He's got a ranged attack, is what that shuriken means.
Shuriken, yeah.
And he would be sharing it with Michelangelo, which means Leonardo can use it and Michelangelo can use it. Likewise, his shell over here, he can use it, as well as when it's Donatello's turn, he shares it, and vice versa. Now, that said, Raphael's not a team player. He doesn't like doing that. He does not take dice from the other guys. He's got his own to use. That said, the other guys can. Michelangelo, because he's adjacent to him, will use his outside die. Just like Donatello, if you want to think about it wrapping around, Donatello will use the far end here. So it's kind of important to keep that in mind when you're setting up your dice, in case you want to give a move. Maybe you want to get a move bonus.
Is it always Michelangelo and Donatello in that order, or can Leonardo?
No, you can set the 4 up any way you want. This is kind of how we set it up prior to the game, and that's what we're going to roll with. So, speaking of rolling with it, Haddix, if you want to go ahead and roll the dice, and what's going to happen is he's going to roll his dice, and I'll kind of explain some things as he goes. He will roll the dice. He will set them up. If he does not like his roll, he can look at it. Now here's a good start.
Yep.
He rolled what looks like a little yin-yang symbol, which I can't find in the middle of the camera. They call it the chi. Whenever you roll that, a couple things happen. You regain 1 focus, which we'll go over focus here shortly. Everyone right now currently at max focus, so it doesn't matter for Donatello. He gains 1 HP back. He's at full health, so it doesn't really matter. And then he is actually able to take this dice and change it to anything he wants.
I think we want to go.
So he can move that accordingly.
Again, because we know. So here's the thing, Hoagie. Because Kaiser already did this and it was the video. He's probably going to try to get away this way. And we have Leonardo set up right here. So we're probably going to need people to run these guys down. And Leonardo's right here, who's sharing this with Donatello. So I'm going to make this a movement. It's a movement one. So Leonardo will be able to get one extra movement from Donatello now.
Okay.
You see what I'm doing? And then Raphael will be able to get an attack.
No, not Raphael.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Or Michelangelo.
Or no, nobody gets that. Nobody gets that from him.
Oh, yeah, nobody. Yeah.
So basically, these are all Donatello's.
Correct.
Leonardo will get a movement one. So now we'll roll Leonardo's. Well, I like that.
He got it. He got a chi again, which again is worthless at this point.
And I'm going to keep the movement again because I'm thinking we're going to need these two to chase guys down. And I'm going to keep 1 over by Michelangelo because he's actually, we ended up setting this up really well. He's actually the other one who I'm going to think is going to have to chase them down this way. So I'm going to leave that over there. And then for this, I'm probably going to do, I probably want to do his double thing, right?
Now, keep in mind, yeah, you can do the double. That'll be his melee attack. And every turtle has a special die that's pertinent to that particular turtle. Leonardo's is the double sword, which means it's 2 melee attacks as opposed to just one.
Get the 2?
Donatello will get the 2
right,
because it's shared with him.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. Again, Donatello's back here. So we're not really worried about him chasing dudes down. That's kind of what these guys are going to be.
Now, I could go this way as well, so it's important to note you don't want to just send everybody that way per se, because that could always come back this way.
All right, so we're going to roll these. Michelangelo, we're definitely going to keep the movement again. I kind of like the melee.
While he's deciding that, I'm going to make a note here. I talked about focus. Every turtle has a certain amount of focus. The villains start out with, depending on the scenario, I get 4 in this one. It's these little tokens here that represent focus. Focuses are used, you can use a focus and re-roll any amount of die that you wanted in that roll, with the caveat that if you use your focus and re-roll it, you're stuck with that next one. You don't get to keep using focus if you have the focus tokens. You just rolled double chi, which is a great roll if you were hurt.
I'm definitely going to keep both of these.
Yeah, the ranged attacks there. And that's,
I don't.
while he's showing that one, I'll show that one to everybody. Raphael's special is the double shuriken, which means he gets 2 ranged attacks, sort of like Leonardo has the double melee. Raphael has the double.
And just to kind of show it, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do these in a second. I'm going to use a focus to re-roll these 2 because I don't care about movement speed for Raphael because he's going to kind of be defensive back here. And I mean, the attack's not bad, but just to see what we get, I'm going to do 2 of them.
So you used a focus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice. And I wanted this, and we'll take another.
So we're showing this one. This one hasn't been seen yet, really. This is the turtle shell, and it is your defense. So it's important when it comes to blocking attacks done by the villains.
And I think for the other 2 chi that we got, I'm going to do defense. So he's got 3 defense.
And you are sharing this defense with Donatello.
Who is also back here. So we got some defense going on.
What's that die with Donatello that looks like a shell?
That's his power.
That is Donatello's special die. Thank you. We didn't bring that into account. His is it looks like a weapon and a shield, and that's exactly what it is.
And then Michelangelo's photo was just double movement.
Double movement, so, yep.
Crap, what was his? It was I think it was the ranged attack, yeah. That's sure. All right, so I rolled all those, so that's what they are, Hoagie.
And now,
for people watching,
you get to pick the order that you want your turtles to go. It's going to go a turtle, villain, turtle, villain, turtle, villain until we've gone all the way through. You can start with any turtle you want, and I'll leave that up to you guys.
Okay, so what I think we do is do Michelangelo. So he's right here, right? Again, we kind of know, I don't want to say cheating, but we kind of know Kaiser just needs to get guys off of here. He doesn't need to kill us or anything. So if he's being smart, he's just going to try to get his guys off the board as quick as he can. So I think we go Michelangelo because he has 4 move, plus he's got 1 from here, and he gets 1 free space every turn.
Well, that is his 4 move. If you didn't have this here, he actually couldn't move.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah. So he could move 5, right? His
Correct.
Move,
and actually, you've got this one over here,
so
you could do.
So he could do 9.
Correct.
His move times.
And he's got a special ability. You're talking about that extra one, right?
Yeah. So he can move 4 from his because his move is 4. 4 because he's going to borrow this one from Leonardo.
Yeah. So
and then he gets 1 extra one. It ignores terrain and breakaway.
Correct.
The question is, can you use that whenever you want?
Use it once per turn.
Well, I mean, can I use it on whatever? So, all right, so he gets 9, so we know that.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to move him this way.
Now, that said, he does not have to use all 9 at once. He does have to use the die's worth. So if he uses this movement, that's 4 movement, he has to use it. Now, if he only uses 3 and then decides to do an attack, that's fine, but he loses that extra one.
Yeah. So I think we're going to go.
So here's what he's going to do. We've got these they give you little sewer tokens, like manhole covers. When he goes to use an ability, so he's using the movement ability, he's going to put that on there. That kind of just lets the player know that he's used that ability.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So Hoagie, here's the question. What do you want to do? Do you want to just move him as far as we can and then possibly do a ranged attack, or do you want to move him, try to get him in front of one of these guys and attack him?
You have 1 ranged and 1 melee attack with Michelangelo.
Can we get anybody at range where we are right now?
Yes, you can, because he's in direct. There's nothing blocking with him. There's no terrain or anything.
Now with ranged attack, anything past 2 spaces on ranged attack, you start to lose power, basically.
And because he's down.
Right.
So we definitely want to get down. This is technically elevated terrain right here. So I think we want to get down. We want to use the garbage so that we don't take any damage.
Right. Or you can use the man. You have the fire escape there too.
The fire escape, but then we can't move. Can we move through people?
You can, but it's gonna take an extra movement.
Which it will. So these we're not considered adjacent up here. So 1, 2, 3. 4 to go down.
Yep.
Which, since we're landing in garbage, nothing
happens because you landed on garbage.
And then this will take an extra one because it's adjacent.
Right.
So that'll be 5, 6. Right?
Yeah, I mean, you could do the 4.
Yeah.
and then you could use your one
Your
free
one
one.
Okay, so
to
there
do that.
So there we're
There's
at
your
5. But now we would, because technically we're still adjacent.
Correct.
The orange, so this is orange right here, which is unstable terrain, which we can move through just fine, but we can't stop in there, which I don't think we're going to have a problem. So here's the question, Hoagie. Do you want to stay here, stop our movement, and attack this guy, because we do have a melee attack, or do you want to just try to get further down the board to maybe attack somebody later?
If we're not going to get penalized, or it doesn't stop us from doing anything else, I think we can attack right now.
Yeah, okay. So the question is, do you want to move here?
When you do a melee attack, you are able to attack anyone who is adjacent to you. Adjacent is side and diagonal. So technically these two are adjacent to each other because they're on the same level terrain, and he's diagonal.
If we move here, can we attack all three of them?
You only have one attack to use.
Okay. But we can,
unless you have a special that
So
lets
can we
you
do a melee attack to this guy, ranged attack to this guy?
because he's in direct side.
Yeah.
Yes, you could.
So you want to do that, Hoagie?
Yeah.
All right, so that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
So we're going to do melee attack first.
Okay, so he's melee attacking
To
this
the guy
guy.
adjacent to him.
So he does that. He's only got one melee, which means you can look at your attack.
So attack is 1.
So it is. He gets 1 die for his attack plus 1 die for the dice for melee attack.
So we get 2.
So he's gonna roll 2 dice. And
double hit.
he double hit, and this one right here, you got a couple different things here. You've got your double hit. There's also on these a singular hit, and then what this other one is basically bounce off the shell. It's a miss. So he's got the double and a miss. Now he does have focus. If he wanted to re-roll 1 or both the dice, that is always a possibility. If not, you can leave it as.
Hoagie, what do you think? You want to re-roll? Obviously, we would keep the double.
Keep in mind that you attack the street thug brawler, whose defense is 2, based on my villain card, which you can't see right now. It's off the table, which means I'll roll 2 dice to try to defend that.
Yeah.
And I have 3 life.
I think we re-roll, Hoagie. Knowing that this
I think we want to at least do enough where we could potentially do lethal damage.
Yeah. So we're going to re-roll the one that missed.
And I missed again.
Wait, that just kind of fell out of my hand. Can I read it? All right, so we got 2.
So you got 2. So then I will, because my defense is 2, roll 2 dice. And I got a miss and a hit, so I will take 1 damage. It's a little hard, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of throw a little slice of pizza. Life is done with these cute little little pizza slices here. Each little slice represents 1 life. And for sake of showing it, there is a big slice that represents 5 life. So I threw 1 slice of pizza down on the villain just to denote he has 1 health taken off of him.
All right, now we're going to do our ranged attack to this guy next to him.
And it is 2 spaces away.
So there's no penalty.
Right.
So we're going to do a ranged attack, and again, we only have 1. Same thing.
So 1 attack plus 1 range, so he gets to roll 2 dice.
Ooh, 3
3.
hits. So we're gonna keep that.
And then I will go ahead and roll to try to defend this.
Oh.
3 hits. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a focus. As a villain, I have that.
Oh!
I take 2. So those are both misses. You did 3 damage then, right?
Okay, yep.
So 3 damage. This guy has 3 life, so he is KO'd.
Right.
He's removed off the board.
So we got 1 of our 8, Hoagie. 1 of our 8.
I'd like to think that we killed him, that we didn't KO him. I think we eviscerated him.
Well, this is a Ninja Turtles children's, thing.
And you do the stop thing, right?
No, we murdered him.
So
we murdered him.
if you're not, are you moving anymore with Michelangelo? You do have a movement left.
I thought you had to do it all at once.
No, because you have to do all that particular die, but you have an open die if you want to use it.
Okay, what do you think? Do we want to?
I think if we can get to it, move him so we can kind of get to a choke point, I would.
All right, so we got 4. Well, so he can leave any of these 6 spots back here, but it probably is smart for us to at least get maybe out here.
Keep in mind you're on.
It would take us
terrain.
2 to get out of here, so it would be 2
to get to that one.
1, 2, and then it would be 3, 4. We'd be on top of the car.
Right.
We can't end in the orange, but we can
Correct.
go through it. So it'd be 1, 2. Or no, actually, the orange is. Do we have to pay an extra to get out of?
It costs 1 move.
Oh, we're adjacent.
Enter
We're
each
adjacent
space.
to a guy. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be 2 to get here, 2 to get here, but we can't end in the orange, which we wouldn't, but we would be on the car. So you want to just do that?
Yeah, that works.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're here. All right.
Michelangelo's
We have one more space. We have one more movement, don't we? With
No,
Michelangelo?
that was his 4.
Yeah, that was a 4. Yeah, because we already used all of this one, so we only have 4.
Oh, I was saying I thought Michelangelo's ability was he also had an extra.
He can only use that ability once a turn.
Once a turn, yeah.
So
I
he
didn't know
already
he
used it.
Yeah.
So then when Michelangelo's turn is over, I've got these as the villain. They give you these nice little stop tokens, and I will just put the stop token on there to denote that basically Michelangelo had his turn and he's done. You can take the manhole covers off those dice just to keep it a reminder that they're open for the other turtles. Now it's finally the villain's first turn. So the villain will have some actions that he wants to do. And I'm going to get the hell out of Dodge. The first card I'm going to play is this one right here. It gives me 2 Thug Brawlers. Up here it tells me how many are going to be activated, which will be 2. And I'm going to get the ability of 1 melee and 2 movement. Now, according to my guy, he's got 3 movement per that. So I'm actually going to select these 2 guys here. And the nice thing about these guys, the Street Thug Brawlers ignore slow and rough terrain. So that said, I'm going to get basically 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In a sense, trying to just do what I can to get out of here and hopefully get off the board with those 2 guys. I have 1 attack if I wanted to use it. There was nobody nearby, and I'm really just trying to escape more than anything in this particular scenario. Now I'm going to play another card, and it's going to depend on what I want to do. Here, let's see.
And the crowd has gone deathly ill. Silent. Sorry.
I am going to use this one, I think. Yeah. I'm going to just target. I'm going to get one of my Thug Gunners, which is one of the guys with the guns. And I can only select one because that's the number up here. The ability is called Can't You Idiots Hit Anything? It's going to give me 2 attack. And once per range strike, Street Thug Gunners may reroll their battle dice for free. That's just for this turn. Each card, some cards say when active, this turn, all kinds of things. Okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and select this guy right here, and I'm going to attack Donatello. So I've got the 2 attack here. He has 1 on top of it, so I'm actually going to be able to do 3 attack. So I'm going to roll 3 dice to attack Donatello. And that could not have gone any worse.
Wow.
I'm going to go ahead and use a focus. Try that again one more time.
Wait. Do you need to use focus, or can you cash that in?
Oh, you're right. I can cash that in. So that's what I'm going to do. Great call. Thanks for pointing that out. I will
what a
reuse
gentleman's
it.
game we're playing.
As that ability that I just read out loud, I can reroll for free, which I did, and I landed 4 hits. So that was a great reroll. And I'm going to attack Donatello. So Donatello's defense is 4. Plus, he's got 1 from here, and he actually has 1 from over here with Raphael, so he can roll 5 defense at this point. So not the ideal person to attack. I should have probably paid attention to that.
Wait, why is he getting 5?
Because he's got his 4.
Yeah.
And he's got 5, 6.
So I'm rolling 6 die?
Yes. Did I say 5?
Yeah.
You said 5.
So I'm gonna need to. So you're at 4. I'm gonna need to borrow one of these.
Oh yeah.
All right. So we got.
We defended 2 of it.
Are these
those are misses.
Oh, so we have 2.
You have 2.
So right now, if we did it, well, we would be taking 2 damage, right?
Because I had rolled.
Because you rolled 4. You
4.
rolled 2 singles.
So you'd be taking 2 damage, yes.
So Hoagie, do you want to cash in a focus? Mind you, Donatello has 4 of them. Do we want to cash in a focus to re-roll these 4, or do we want to just take 2 damage?
I mean, I would take advantage of the fact that Donatello has 4.
All right. Yeah. So let's cash in a focus, and we'll re-roll these 4 and see what we can do.
And they're all misses.
They're all misses. So we could reuse another focus.
You can't. I don't
one
think.
Focus time?
I believe. Let me double check that. I think you can only use 1 focus a turn.
Way to go, Haddix.
Maybe not. You might be right on that. Let me find the information on focus.
Haddix, just tap 2 green and play a fog.
Fog is 1 green, bro.
Dude, I've been out of the game for a while.
Tangle is a green and a colorless.
Oh yeah, but Tangle they don't untap.
They don't untap.
I think here's what it says. You may spend a focus in order to reroll one summer all of your dice. However, a given roll may only be rerolled once.
Okay, all right. So we're taking 2 damage. So
You're taking 2
Donatello's
damage.
taking 2 damage. So I'm going to need to cash in one of these 5. And I'll just get 3
back, yeah. So plenty of life on these turtles. Going to be hard for these guys to do a whole lot of damage. Now, the villain's turn is basically over at this point. I just want to point out one thing. This particular card gives 2 defense. It's hard to maybe see it there. 2 defense to all, even though I only selected that one guy, to all gunners now. So as long as this card is in play, all gunners get +2 defense. And the cards, basically what happens in the villain's turn is I'm going to lay 2 cards down. The next turn I'll lay 2 cards next to it. And then when those next 2 come in, these will start to rotate out. So you can only have 4 cards active at a given time. My turn is over. You can pick your turtle to go.
So, Hoagie, I'm thinking we go Leonardo, maybe try to track these guys down over here.
Well, I mean, I think my only reservation against that is it's okay if we lose those 2. He has to get at least 3.
Well, the issue here is on his next turn, let's say he gets another one of these brawler cards, he can move this guy 6 spots this way, and he'd be right here. So he'd have 3 guys right here. And chances are, so Leonardo's move is 3. We're getting 2. We're actually getting 3. We might be able to track one of these guys down and melee attack them.
All right, I'm down.
And he gets double attack. Because my only concern is if he gets a 3rd guy down here, he might get him out before we have any chance at all.
That's fine. Let's do it.
He can only get out of these 2 spots here, so he has to go through one of our turtles to get out of here. So,
yep, let's do it.
I say we go Leonardo. We're gonna move first. So again, his movement is 3, so we get 3, 6, 9, right?
Yeah, if you use it all at once, yeah.
And so 1, 2, 3. It costs 2 to go into a yellow, so 4, 5. Right? It costs +1 move
correct.
point. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is this a spot?
Yeah.
9. And the only reason we can't go into here because we only have 9.
Right.
So we got to go here. Hold on. He doesn't have any ranged. So you know what? Maybe we want to go here and try to kill one of his dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just end here.
Yeah.
Try to melee attack this guy behind him. Maybe keep him from.
Just to be. You basically used all of your things. So.
And so, all right. So let's do that, and then we will attack this jabroni right here. So his attack is 1, but we get double attack from his thing, right?
Correct.
So we get 2 die?
2 plus your 1 attack.
Oh, okay, that's right.
And
So we're
you're
gonna roll
attacking
3.
this brawler.
Yep. And he doesn't have any extra
He
defense.
has no
or
extra
anything,
defense.
right? Boom. So
3 hits.
3 hits. Hoagie, do you want to just go with that, or do you want to try to get a double hit from one of them?
No, I don't.
All right, so
I
we'll
don't
go-
like risking the whole idea of like having something that was good and potentially get something worse.
Yeah. I'm with
Right,
that.
because you would be stuck
All
with
right.
that.
Yeah, so
next
we're gonna
one.
go. We're gonna go 3.
So I got 2 dice to roll. 2 misses. So that said, you did get 3 hits. The best I could do is 2 defense, so I'm still taking 1.
Yeah.
So I will take 1 damage, and I'm just gonna slide that piece of pizza on there.
I'm gonna start
Then-
calling some dice shenanigans pretty soon.
That was right there,
Are you done?
Yeah, because we can't. Basically, we can't. Well, you know what? No, we don't need him to gain 2 focus because we didn't use any. No, I think we wait for these. So yeah, we can't move anymore. We did our attack, no ranged attack, so we are done.
So I'm gonna put the stop sign on Leonardo.
And I'm gonna bounce past the turn over to Kaiser.
And I forgot to draw 2 more cards at the end of that last turn.
So now at least he would have to. You do get. Oh no, you ignore slow effects as a brawler, don't you?
Correct. I use slow and rough terrain, and that's a slow effect.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'm going to do is play another one of those double movements for the brawler. Of course, I'm going to select those. Draw a card there. I'm going to select this guy. I'm going to move him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm also going to select this guy and move him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've got one more move. I am going to go ahead and use another one of these Thug Brawlers, which gives them 2 movement. And I'm going to do these 2 guys here, and they are both going to escape out of here.
This guy, Hoagie.
So I've effectively removed 2 of my Brawlers from the game. I need one more, and I've got 2 in great position for that. I will draw my extra card. I just happen to get some great movement cards for my Brawlers. My turn is over, and now I will pass the turn on to either Raphael or Donatello. And I've got the turtles on the ropes.
Yeah.
Let's also preface this by saying that Kaiser did watch this scenario online.
Well, I mean, this one's definitely, it's heavily set up for
This
the
one,
villains
yeah,
to
it's
win.
very set up for the villains to win in this one.
Oh, how convenient.
I mean, I think our best bet is basically just to go. I don't think either of these heroes can catch those guys. So it's kind of a crapshoot. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, so you're saying we're just going to lose?
Well, no, I mean we got to just pick one. I mean, if one of them could possibly catch him, we'd go. We'll just do Donatello to do Donatello. Or actually, you know, we'll do Raphael just to show
so
people.
So real quick, you only need 3, right, Kaiser?
Yeah, and he's already
Correct.
got.
And
2.
I've got 2 guys that are both hurt, but
And he can use these guys any of his turns. We can't use our 2 turtles until we go through all
Correct.
the turtles.
Yeah.
So
he could his next turn move those guys again.
yeah.
Right.
So we're gonna do Raphael just to do Raphael. So he's got a movement of 3. You know, we'll do Donatello. We'll do Raphael. We'll just attack the guy in front of him. Straight up. So he's got a movement of 3, and these are are these double ranged attacks, Kaiser?
I believe so.
double range, yes. Sorry.
And then ranged is what? Every spot past 3, you lose 1?
At past 2, you lose 1, yeah.
So if we got Raphael, and we got him like here, he's got 3 double ranged attack. So what would that be? His attack is 2.
So it'd be 8 dice.
It'd be 8 dice, but you lose after 2.
After 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So we lose 4 of the dice.
lose 4.
Okay, let's do it. We're gonna see what we can do here, right?
Oh God.
We're gonna move Raphael. It's gonna be our best bet. We're gonna move Raphael. He has 3. So what do we can only move him 3?
Right.
Is this counted as 1?
Yeah, it's 1 movement up. Yeah, I guess 1.
So I mean, is this 1, 2, 3, or is this 3? I guess you know.
I think that's up 1. Yeah.
All right, so that's all we get. So hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So no, there's not even
enough.
7. Well, you get 2. So
Okay.
7.
So we get to roll 2.
No, you would roll all of them. You just minus 7 damage from your total.
So we'd have to get really good rolls. But it's our best bet at
Sure.
this point. You with me, Hoagie?
Yeah.
We need to try to kill this guy, or he's gonna get. I mean, he could probably still get this guy off, but I mean, if we don't kill him, you know what I mean.
So we're gonna roll 9 dice, and we have to at least get what?
His damage. He only has 2 life.
Right. We have 9 dice that we're hoping
But
to.
we're gonna lose 7. We're gonna lose 7. So let's say we roll 1 damage per thing. We'll do 2 damage, but then he'll roll for defense. But we're hoping to try to get some double damages on some of these. You know
All
what
right,
I mean?
let's do it. Let's do it.
I mean, this is gonna be really, really hard to do, but it's our best shot.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, so I'm gonna do like 2 at a time here since. So there's our first 2. We got a double, but we missed 1. So basically. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, shit. Shit. Where was he at? He was right here, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Boo.
So I think we take these two and use a focus, right? So because we're at 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 right now, -7.
So you got
So we're at 2 damage.
But we want a little bit more leeway.
Cash in his focus. We're gonna roll 2.
God
And
damn.
we got-
Oh, okay. I thought that was 2 shells.
So we got 11 -7.
So 4.
So we got 4 damage coming in at this guy,
And that guy.
and we only need to do 2.
So I can only roll 2, and you're doing 4
And
damage.
we're doing 4 damage.
So I think we get you
So
anyway.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You do 2 to me.
Oh, that's
even
right.
there was
two's
There's no
guaranteed.
double defense. That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
yeah.
so we got him. So we can.
You
All right,
killed
we got
him.
that guy.
Woo!
You're one of the craziest.
Watch Kaiser's just gonna move this guy right out and win the game. But so that's our. We used all of our move. We used all of our attack. So Raphael is done.
Yeah. So
So
stop icon.
So stop on, and it's Kaiser's. What's his move? Can you move him without if you don't get a
No.
move brawl thing? Okay.
And that's it. I've got a 1. I can move him 3. 1, 2, 3.
Damn it, Hoagie. We did our best.
I did my best. I did my best.
That was a hell of a Hail Mary by
It
Raphael.
was.
I got to give it to him. You got to give Raphael credit with his 3 double attacks here,
He
right?
was able to knock out
Double
one guy.
range attacks.
I thought that we actually had a good roll set up for all 4 of the guys, and we basically just got whomped.
I
I
mean,
didn't
no,
say
this
very
is the
good.
problem. He got 4. He technically got 4 move brawler cards, and they. I mean,
And the 2 of them were 2 at a piece. They don't get impeded by range. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very set up for these brawlers to escape.
yeah. But that was a quick. I feel like that was a good quick tutorial.
That was-
Basically, he basically started out with Soul Ring and Pearl Medallion right at the beginning
exactly.
of the game.
Yeah.
Classic.
And we drew 7 lands.
We drew 7 lands, and we didn't
Oh.
mulligan. We just said screw it.
So that said, that was pretty quick. We're going to go to the guidebook, and we're going to go back to the adventure. And it says that the villain wins, which was what happened. The street thugs get away cleanly. The heroes will not have to work harder to find the gang's hideout. Proceed to battle 3. So then I will go ahead and flip over to
Choose
battle
your own adventure type
3.
of thing.
So battle 3. We got a little comic here. You see us ninjas escaping here, and the turtles are up on the roof as we're running, and they say, "Look at them go." Battle 3 is called Ninjas in New York. Tracking the gang to another one of their locations, the turtles are surprised to learn that there are ninjas in New York besides themselves. The special rules: the Foot Clan Elite may move off the board from the goal spaces as though moving to an adjacent space. At the end of the round, just before spawning, the villain adds their choice of 1 street thug gunner, 1 street thug brawler, or 1 Foot Clan ninja to the figure pool. Strengths, hero, skill mods -1. So you can actually.
Was that what it was?
No, it was
no,
-2.
sorry,
That's fill and focus on this one is just 3. The objective: the heroes win if they KO the Foot Clan Elite. The villain objective: the villain wins if the Foot Clan Elite moves off the board. So let's go ahead. It looks like this card gets removed, but the rest stays in there. And you'll have to excuse us for a minute. We're going to have to get a new board set up.
Why don't you switch over to the other camera, just for now? So there's not gonna be anything really to look at for right now. Then we can show the board once it's done.
All right.
Then we can do some bullshit or whatever. How long does it usually take to rebuild everything?
It depends on what all you have to get as far as figures and stuff like that. It'll probably take us about, I don't know, 5 or 7 minutes, somewhere in that range. So you just have to bear with us here. I got lucky in that last game for sure, because had I gotten more gunners than brawlers, I would have been kind of SOL. But
well, I think maybe the game would have been a little longer than what it was.
Right. Green and blue for the brawlers. So green and blue for the brawlers.
While we're doing this, should I roll these, Kaiser?
Yeah, you
Is
can
it gonna
get
be
that
the same?
set up.
All right, Hoagie, we're gonna do these. Roll these because it's nothing changes with these. We'll leave the heroes where they are just for poops and giggles.
Might as well switch the cam back then.
Well, the board's gonna change.
Yeah,
too.
the board. Yeah. We can wait. We can wait and see. We'll wait because you and I might strategically move heroes. We'll decide where we want them, and then that might change how we want to set our heroes. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, in the meantime, let's do this. So we talked about the NFL draft last week, or I guess it would be considered Friday. And now that we've actually seen the second and third rounds come and go. Or basically the draft's over now, right?
It is over. Yep.
So what are you guys' thoughts of the latter rounds?
Did you guys see? Where is it at? I got a notification. First off, did you see that guy that we drafted in the 6th round? We're gonna probably release him because of those assault accusations.
That whole thing is upsetting to me. I don't know why they would come out and say that if they're unsure whether they're going to keep him. Why use the draft pick on him? That bothered me.
And where was that thing? I got a notification that said kind of our breakdown of. I'm trying to find it here. Effectively, what our trade.
8, 12.
Oh my goodness.
16.
Basically, was effectively what we got for that trade we made last year in the draft.
There's one on Reddit, I think, that posted that.
That might have been that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but anyway, overall, I didn't get to watch much of it because I had a baby shower this weekend.
I almost thought about because I put when we actually do the game scene, I have like you guys' pictures from the website, but I was actually thinking about doing the picture with you down there near your wife's belly. It's like my favorite picture of all time right now.
Yeah, that was Vanessa actually took that picture of us. Not engagement pictures, pregnancy pictures.
Okay, this is going to get changed. Go that way.
We got what is it? Who's like the lead guy when you play Dungeons and Dragons? Is it Dungeon Master or whatever?
Yeah, the Dungeon Master.
Kaiser's our Dungeon Master, Hoagie.
I figured the single bad guy is usually.
Josh Kaiser is our Dungeon Master.
Do you think he starts at all this year?
I mean, it's a Cleveland Browns quarterback. He's going to start. It's just a matter of how many games before he gets hurt, like every other quarterback we have.
That and if we start 0-4 and then people start chanting his name.
Yeah, I say how long does it take for the crowd to chant like idiots?
Yeah.
It's hard not to chant Kaiser's name. That's all I'm saying.
Ask the ladies about that.
Okay, we'll go this way. This one is like that. What else do we got here? A couple garbage things. Just people in New York City are dirty. There's a lot of garbage. And that looks like it. You will all start right here. So I don't think it really matters a whole lot there. I got 2 gunners.
Oh, this is we have to go around this stuff.
Correct.
Because that is a
it's a blocked obstacle or something, I think. Yeah, blocking terrain.
All right, Hoagie, so we can start rolling. Do you see what's going on here? Oh, let me switch it back.
Not.
So you and I can start doing our thing while Kaiser finishes this. Let me see, video settings. Let me know when you can see the board.
I can see the board. Yes.
All right, so here we're all starting here. Okay, this is our 4 turtles. He hasn't told us the objective yet, but I'm assuming we're trying to get to the other end or something. We're elevated.
You're trying to KO people.
We're elevated right now, so we're like on top of a roof. This square here is a roof. This part right here, you see these fans in the middle?
Yep.
This sign right here, these fans right here, they're all considered like immovable objects that we have to go around. So these 2 turtles right here will actually have to like make an L out of here.
Those turtle boys? All right.
They can't go, yeah, these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Other than that, this is elevated, so we have to go down here and then back up here. I'm assuming this is all one elevation, right? Kaiser's just two like separate maps.
That would be
like
my
this big
guess. Yeah, correct.
And then to get down off of this elevation, we'd have to go down here into the garbage. Or you can jump off the edge, but we do take damage.
Why does the far left look like a green in-ground swimming pool?
I think it might be. It is a slow terrain, so maybe it is like maybe it's a rooftop swimming pool. Oh no, this is on the ground, so it's a swimming pool on the ground. This big square here in the middle, and this square here are elevated. We're like rooftops. So this is an alleyway, and then over here is like another ground floor area. So right now, I think we'll leave the turtles how they are. Can we roll these and then move the turtles? Like depending on what we get.
I suppose so.
All right.
Doesn't really say.
So let's just roll Hoagie.
Hashtag roll Hoagie.
We'll start with Donatello. So melee attack, ranged attack, chi. So we're gonna keep the chi for sure, because we can make that whatever we want. Do you want to keep the ranged attack and melee attack?
I mean, are we going to be able to use it this
So,
turn?
well, here's the thing. So, Kaiser, real quick,
Yes.
what are you trying to do this game?
I think I'm trying to escape.
So you're trying to escape again?
The Foot Clan Elite, I should say,
Which
who
is
this guy here. He needs to get to the goal, which you can't see.
It's down here.
It's just there's a spot right down here in the end. It's the exact opposite. I got either spot right here. I got to get off the board right in these two spots. Off here, I suppose right here. Any three of those. And same on this side of the board.
So we can stay down here and just defend.
You could.
Okay, so Hoagie, I think basically it's kind of the opposite of the last game where we don't care a whole lot
And you
about
win
movement.
if you KO the Foot Clan Elite.
Okay, so we don't care much about movement this game. We care more about being able to defend and attack the guys that he's got coming at us. You with me?
But we don't actually need to hurt any of them. We just need to stop the
Well,
guy.
we need to eventually hurt the elite guy. We need to kill the elite guy. Or
It's
keep
KO.
KO the elite guy, yeah. But he might send other guys at us to like knock our HP down, so that when the elite comes, that he can just kill us. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So I think
hear ya.
I think we keep the ranged and melee because we'll be able to maybe throw some ranged attacks at guys, and then we'll take the chi that we got and make it a defense.
Sounds good.
You with me?
Yep.
We'll share the defense with Leonardo. So we'll keep ranged and melee. He doesn't share, Raphael doesn't get anything. We'll share the attack defense with Leonardo. And then we'll roll Leonardo's. We got 2 defense and an attack. What do you think?
Do we want to move our guys at all? Because if move is not important, then that's probably fine, I guess.
No, I mean, again, he's got to get his guy to one of these 3 spots here, or the 3 spots on the other side. So they got to come up. Do you have to come up, or is that ground floor?
It looks like it's ground.
Okay, so he's got to come off this roof down into here. So I mean, we do need to move a little bit.
Well, actually, for what it's worth, I could, in a sense, walk all the way down
Oh,
here.
okay. All right. So maybe we re-roll. We can cash in a focus and re-roll some of Leonardo's. Maybe try to get a movement on him.
And for what it's worth, after every round, I do get to spawn things, and they will respawn right about here on both sides, depending on where I choose. And that will be anything that half of what died that round.
Okay.
And then as well as the ability of this particular thing where just before spawning, I can add 1 gunner, brawler, or Foot Clan Ninja to the figure pool. So I can, in a sense, get another guy spawned.
What do you think, Hoagie? You want to re-roll some of these, a couple of them?
Let's at least re-roll. I would say let's re-roll both of the defense ones.
All right, so we got to cash in a focus and re-roll. So we got double attack and ranged, and we can't re-roll any of these. So this is what we got. I say we share the double attack with Donatello, share the range with Michelangelo.
Sounds good.
Attack, because
That's
they have the
fine.
same stack. All right, so let's roll Michelangelo. Let's try to get some. Hopefully, we can get some movement with Michelangelo. Oh god.
Well, I mean, I guess that's what we
Ask when
got.
you shall receive.
Well, that might
Okay.
be too much movement. So, because we don't want him to get too far down here. I mean, we
Why
don't
not?
need to bring people all the way down.
Yeah, but couldn't we just move in a circle, sort of, just like 1, 2, like kind of just move around it? We can
I
still.
mean, yeah, we don't have to move all of it. I mean, we can keep it all. We can keep it all. We can see what it does for us. We'll
I
keep
think at
all.
the very least, it's good to have the 2 side ones so that Rafi and Leo can.
Well,
move.
Rafi doesn't get anything from anybody.
Is this ready to go?
But Michelangelo, yeah, Leonardo would get a movement speed from Michelangelo, which
All right. I got you.
so we'll keep that. We'll keep that. Plus, he only has 2 focus, so if we used 1 now, we'd be real low.
I drew this, which means I got to shuffle it back in here and draw again.
All right, we're gonna roll 2 at a time for him so that we see what we're doing. So we got double range, which is good, and defense. A double range and defense. And a attack and defense. So I think we should cash in a focus and re-roll a defense and attack.
Yeah,
Or maybe
reroll that last one.
we keep the melee attack and re-roll one of the ranged.
I don't know. I would rather get rid of the melee and of defense because
Okay,
that's a special. So let's.
We'll cash in a focus to re-roll 2 for Raphael, and we got a ranged defense.
We got an extra
All right,
range.
so he gets 3 defense, 2 of his ranged ability, and then just a ranged attack. So, all right, this could be him. So I think we should put Mikey, which he's already there.
Can you move the double ranged on the other side so Mikey can use it?
Yeah, we can give Mikey double range, or do we want to give him defense since he doesn't have anything, and we can give Donnie double ranged.
All right, that's fine.
And then give Mikey some defense since he's got nothing but movement speed going on.
All right, sounds good.
So Mikey will get 3 movements and a defense. Donatello will get the double ranged attack from Raphael. Plus he's got his own ranged attack. So yeah, I think this is solid. So Mikey gets a ranged and a defense. You know what? I think we should do double for Mike.
Give him some attack.
Yeah, I think we need to give Mikey some attack because he's going to be the one who's, I think, meleeing the most because his speed's higher. You know what I mean?
Yep, sounds good.
So we give him the double attack from Leo. We'll give the regular attack to Donnie. I think this is a solid, and we'll put Mikey on the end so he'll be able to possibly catch the elite guy quicker. And we'll leave. Who's got the most defense? Let's do Raph over here.
You know what's unfortunate is like these guys are stuck back. Like I can't get. This is all I can get up here is walking all the way around.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, because there's no fire escapes. Yeah. All right, Hoagie. Let's see what we got here. All right.
Well, you pick a turtle to go.
Do you want to do Mikey first and move?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Mikey first. So he gets what? 12, 13 technically.
Yeah. Now you
All
can
right.
move it as you want.
So we have 13 total, Hoagie, but we can do 4 at a time.
You have to do 4.
We have to do 4
at least 4 at a time.
So, and mind you, it takes 2 to get into here. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, and that could be 1 die. And then we could do like 1, 2, 3, 4, and basically it bottlenecks. We can't attack this guy because he's technically elevated.
You could do it with an elevated attack.
Yeah.
He doesn't have
Which
any
we
range.
don't have.
You don't have any with him.
Yeah. So you want to just bottleneck this alleyway in case this elite guy comes down here?
Yeah.
Oh, he can't really see.
He can't really see that.
Maybe we push this. Okay. Do you see Mikey down there? All right.
I see
there we
Mikey.
go.
That's a little better.
All right. So for that, all we used 2 of his movements. But unfortunately, he has no ranged attack, so there's nothing we can do.
You can move some more if you wanted
Unless
to.
we wanted to, unless you wanted to go ham sandwich and we can just try to go down here and chase this guy down. But keep in mind, what's his stats? He's got 1 attack.
So the Foot Clan Elite,
He's got 2 attack.
4 move, 2 attack, 3 defend, and for Foot Clan Elites, double hit results count as a triple hit
Okay.
when attacking, and it counts as a single block when defending. So the double hit's always good for the Foot Clan Elite.
Wonderful.
So let's. I think we hold tight on him. You with me, Hoagie?
That's fine. And we can always use the movement.
Maybe on Leonardo's turn we can do some backup, get some backup in there.
That's fine.
So you are done.
So we're done with Mikey.
I'll drop the stop on him. And I'm going to start by playing the Flankum. It is for the Thug Gunner. Gives him 2 movement and 1 attack. And it's going to give all gunners +1 defense for the duration of its in there. And you know what? These are kind of not really being used. We can kind of look at them. So, Hoagie, I'm going to start laying these out here so you can kind of see the villain cards as I play them. I'm going to start with this guy right here. And because he sees Michelangelo down there in the alley, he's like, this guy's trying to run by me. I'm going to go ahead and shoot at him. Now I got 1 plus my 1 attack, so I'm going to attack with 2. And I'm going to shoot down at Michelangelo. And I got 2 hits at Michelangelo.
And his defense is 3 plus
4. Wow, that's a heck of a defense.
So 4?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have 2 hits
I have
against
2
us?
hits. Yeah.
So we get 4 dice?
Yeah.
And all we need to do is block 2 of it, basically?
Correct.
All right, Hoagie.
Not very good. You only blocked 1.
I only blocked 1. Do you want to just take 1 or use... He only has 2 focus left.
1 damage is fine.
Okay. All right. I'm with you.
All of a sudden he's like,
So,
in
because
response, I'm going to play.
He's got 12 life. So just taking 1 now is... So we're down to 11 for Mikey.
And now I'm going to select the other guy here. In his movement, I got plenty of movement. I'm going to go right over here. And I'm actually going to fire down at Mikey as well. I'm 2 spaces away, so it doesn't matter. But actually, streak gun, I get 4 spaces of distance. Okay. So same thing going on here. Is it 2? 1? Yeah, so 2. 3 hits.
All right, so we're gonna get 4 dice here.
Yep. And
we only blocked 1.
Only blocked 1.
So 2 damage unless we use a focus.
I feel like we'd lose Mikey, wouldn't we?
No, he's got 11 life.
He's got 11 life right now, so we'd be down to 9 if we took it.
Take it.
All right. So we're gonna go 5.
Yeah, these gunners are not very strong.
Right.
And there's a lot of defense on these turtles. I didn't realize that.
All right, so we're at 9 life with Mikey.
Okay, so I've got... I'm going to actually activate Destroy Them for the Foot Clan Ninjas. It's going to give them 1 defense, and it's going to give them 1 attack and 1 movement. And I can select 2 of them. So I'm going to select this guy here. And his movement is 3. And I'm going to, so I get up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's going to hang out right there. Because it's not a ranged attack, it's a melee attack. And this guy is going to go... Now I'm going to use this. I can't walk around there.
No, that you can.
Oh,
I think
can.
that's just there. You see this has black.
This is black. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I saw black. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a shadow. It's a kind of
okay.
weird.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yep.
6.
Yep.
So I'm going to get a little guy there. And I will, those are my 2. I should have drawn a card before I did that. Oh, well. Okay. You can go.
All right, Hoagie, so here's our options. We can get Leonardo here. He does get the extra movement from Mikey, so we could try to maybe get him down here. Maybe attack this guy, help Mikey out. Or we can get Raph and try to get down there from this side.
Well, Raph can't move, can he?
Oh yeah, he doesn't have any movement things.
No movement at all.
The only person that can move is Leo.
Oh,
That's
God.
true. That's true.
Oh, we didn't think that out very well, did we?
Michelangelo can move a lot, but I just want to update the Payback pay-per-view. The House of Horror match is now taking place. Nobody knew what it is. Randy Orton has just walked into a beat-up-looking home that like a crack dealer owned, and he's looking for Bray Wyatt. So take that for what it is.
So wait, this wasn't very smart of us then. We're just going to lose.
Well, keep in mind after this round, you'll re-roll again.
Oh, okay, that's true. That's true.
This guy's not making it all,
All right, Hoagie.
especially because I didn't get to.
Well, for what it's worth, I think we need to do Leonardo then, so that we can at least move him a little bit.
Yeah,
you with me?
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna do Leonardo. He's got 3 movement, right? So 1, 2, 3. So can you attack ranged across rooftops?
Could. Yes.
With no penalty?
I would,
Or
as long
the
as
2 spot.
there's 3 spaces in between, so you'd lose. There'd be a penalty. of
Penalty
1.
1.
Yeah.
So his ranged is attack. He only has 1 ranged attack, right?
Correct.
So I'd roll 1 die. So
1 plus his attack. So you'd roll 2.
So I'd roll 2. So, but then we're taking off what?
Just 1.
Just 1. So I think we might as well try it, Hoagie. Try the ranged attack on this gunner right here. Or can we do it on this guy down here? Can you attack from up top?
Yeah, you can attack from the top. Yeah.
So what do you want to do, Hoagie? You want to try to attack the little ninja down here, or do you want to attack this guy that's like firing at Mikey over here?
I'd rather take out the guy who's trying to take out Mikey.
All right, so let's. We're gonna go for this guy. We're gonna roll 2 melee or ranged attacks against this jabroni. Let's see what we get.
You're attacking him? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So the damage will be reduced by 1 because you're an extra space away.
So we got 2. So really only 1.
Right.
And you'd be rolling 2 dice, right?
His defense is 2, and I got one over here. I actually get a 3 defense.
So do you want to just see if we get lucky, Hoagie, or do you want to re-roll a focus?
Keep in mind, the guy has 1 life. So 1 hit goes through and he's dead.
So right now we're doing.
I feel like
1
wasting
damage.
a focus on just one
Yeah,
die.
I say we just go with it. I mean, if Kaiser rolls 1 defense, the guy's fine. But even if we got double damage, Kaiser would only need to roll. Well, at that point, he would need to roll 3 defense, but that's kind of risky.
Randy Orton is in a room full of baby dolls hanging from the ceiling right now.
Oh, why am I missing this pay-per-view? Man.
So I think
You're leaving as is?
Yeah, which so
you got 2. Minus 1, so you only have 1.
Yeah. So you need to all you need to do is roll 1 defense out of your 3 die.
3, yes. And I rolled 1 defense. Almost. Thankfully, I had that 1 extra there.
And so I think that's all we're gonna do.
It's gonna be it for Leonardo.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see.
More like Leotardo.
Yeah, seriously. I think we messed up with the move. I guess I didn't realize that with the movement.
Yeah.
You need at least 1 movement per guy.
If you want to move, yes. I'm going to drop a foot soldier, destroy them again. And I will select this guy. So he is 1, 2, movement's 3, right? 3. And I will select this guy. 1, 2, 3. And that's unfortunately all they can do because they're not ranged attacks. I will draw a card.
Mikey is not in a good place.
No, it's not.
And I am going to play a get 'em card with the brawlers. I select 2 brawlers. They get 2 movements, so they can move up to 6. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is going to be my turn.
All right, so where's Raph here? How far away is he? He can't attack through.
I don't think you can
actually
attack through the, yeah.
Oh no, wait, he's right. This is Raph.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. How far away is he from this guy?
1, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Well, his ranged attack, we do get double, and a regular. So we have 2 attack. 7. 2 attack, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7, yeah.
So we do have 7 ranged attack with Raph, and he's 5 away. So we get 4 of our.
3. You'll be -3 damage.
Yeah, we would
whatever
minus
you-
3. Minus 3.
Not
damage.
-3 dice, just -3
Yeah,
damage.
yeah. So you wanna just do that, Hoagie?
I mean, we can't do anything else. It seems
That's
like.
like that's our best.
Yeah, and I mean that guy doesn't have much defense, so.
Yeah, so let's so we're gonna roll 7, right? So 2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna roll 7 die, and it'll be -3 damage to this guy, to this gunner. So, oh god, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So 4 damage total.
4, and I can do 1, 2, 3. I can only roll 3.
Oh, so he's dead.
So he's dead.
Nice. All right, we got one. Hoagie.
Woo!
Go over here to the KO pool.
The Deadpool. Get it?
Yeah.
And that will be our turn with Raph, since can't do anything anyway. And for what it's worth, we can't do anything with Donatello because he's behind the scenes. So basically, you're taking 2 turns in a row.
Well, that's not true. Yes, that is true.
Yeah, because
That is
then we've come to us
Right.
and we can't do anything. So
Good to know. Good to know. I am going to. Oh, that sucks.
and so for what's worth, as soon as he plays a card, this one's gone.
Correct. So I'm gonna play a card. I'm gonna play What Are You Fools Waiting For? I select 3 foot ninjas, and they either get 1 attack or 1 movement. Unfortunately, they are both one space away. So I'm going to select this guy for 1, and he's gonna go 1, 2, 3. This guy is going to go 1, and he's just going to kind of hang out there. This guy's going to go 1, kind of hang out there. So those are my 3 movements for those.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play another one, which is going to get rid of those. Those are my discard pile because I think there's a chance to redo that. I select 1 Thug Brawler. Oh, I take that back. Before I play that, I did not draw. How did I not? Did I not draw from the last time?
I mean, how far in this gentleman's game are we going to have where we're like, oh, go ahead and just draw?
I wish I would have done that. That would have been nicer. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would have been. That pisses me off. That's okay. I'll just play one of these. I'll play what I was gonna play. Ups the Thug Brawler's defense. Draw a card. I can choose. Did I move that guy? No, I moved.
You moved 2 ninjas so far. That was it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I moved 3 ninjas. I moved that guy.
Well, yeah.
So, 1 Thug Brawler. I'm going to move a guy 3 spaces. I'm going to move this guy 1, 2, 3. That'll be the end of my turn.
Yep.
Go to Donatello. He's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Because he can't stop.
No.
So then it's going to go back to me. Now things will get interesting. Wow.
That doesn't sound good for us.
The Foot Clan is eternal. When played, immediately spawn up to 4 Foot Clan ninjas. Do not activate them.
Oh, so you just spawn them, but nothing happens.
Right.
Okay. You lose this one.
Yeah.
You get to pick where they spawn?
There's spawn points,
Oh.
which I need to look at. Is the spawn zone is from... It's 4 spaces there. It is the 4 spaces from here to here and on the other side.
Okay.
So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'm going to bring this guy over here. I do not activate them, but they're there. I'm going to draw a card. Okay. And I'm going to play this one. Foot Clan Ninja, they get 1 movement, 1 attack on 2 of them. I am going to activate these 2 guys.
All right.
I didn't move them this turn, right? No, because I just did that card. So these 2 guys, obviously, they're both going to come in on Michelangelo.
Show.
The Foot Clan Ninja, they've only got 1 attack, though, so this isn't going to do a whole lot. 2.
His defense is
3.
3
plus 1,
4.
4. So you roll 4 dice. Come on.
You get to roll 1 die if he has 1 attack, or 2?
1
for
plus
both.
the. I get 1 attack here plus the 1 there.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I got you.
Oh, I thought you were rolling for both clan soldiers.
1 defense. So we take 1 damage.
You're the worst.
Dude, you're telling me, man. I think we need to take 1, Hoagie.
That's fine.
Because worst case, if the next turn. So Mike's gonna take another damage. All right, Kaiser. So you got to roll for.
I just want to double check that now because you had me questioning it.
That would actually be. Like, are you sure they don't get to move their movement no matter what?
No, they don't. I do know that.
Okay. Yeah. Because if that's the case, then yeah, you only get 1. If villains are done the same as heroes, that is.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Well, the defense. So there's defense. Defend attribute plus the number of defend icons they currently have in play, whether from action dice or villain ability cards. For instance, Foot Clan Ninja has a defense attribute of 2, and there are 2 defensive icons for the Foot Clan, so the villain rolls 4 battle dice. So I'd assume the attack's done the same way. It just doesn't.
What about movement? What does it say for movement?
When a character takes a movement action by spending 1 or more of the move icons, they receive move points equal to their move attribute for each skateboard spent.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't start. That's gotta be.
All right, yeah. All right, so he's taking 1 from that turn, so you got to roll 2 for
the
other
other
guy.
Yeah.
1 attack.
I'm going to spend a focus because I get a focus back at the end of this round, so I might as well use it now.
So 3.
3.
All right, so we need to block 3 damage here, Hoagie. Which we got 2. I think we need to use a focus and try to get another one. You with me?
I have faith in your magical dice throwing skills.
Boom, got one.
There you go.
So no
Nothing
damage.
happens there.
All right, good.
Boys.
That's the end of mine.
Yep. So now we're going back.
So now
to
we're
round
going
2.
back to round 2. At this point, before that happens, I am going to. Where'd that book go? Here, I get to choose 1 street thug gunner, 1 brawler, 1 Foot Clan ninja. I'm going to add a. Oh, I've already got a gunner there, so I don't want to do that. I will add a Foot Clan ninja to the pool, and then this is what's left, and you get half rounded up. So these guys are both going to enter the game. I will
Half rounded up would just be 1, right?
of each type.
Oh, of each type.
I believe so. Just to verify that, but I'm pretty sure that's. Villain takes half rounded up of each type of minion. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
So these guys get back on the field. They got to go to the spawning area, which is here and here. I believe, yes.
All right, Hoagie. We're gonna start with Mikey.
The villain also gets his.
We're gonna start with Mikey and try to roll some high defense.
I take it there's some penalty where we can't like move over or around these guys.
No, you can move through guys. So like, if we can move Mikey like all the way over here if we want. You know what I mean?
He just takes stand. Yeah.
But then he could chase us. But it's to move by somebody. It's an extra movement.
Right.
Okay.
So we want movement and defense for Mikey. Which we got, okay, we got his double movement and defense. So I say we take these two. And actually, he only has one focus, so I think we need to take all of these.
Now, do we want to have the movement be in that spot? Do we want?
I think we want it by Leo.
Okay.
Because Raphael doesn't get it, so I think we want to have it for Leo here. So Mikey gets to move and Leo gets to move this way, and so I think next we do Leo. Because if he gets a movement, then we can then know for sure that Donatello will get it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we'll do Leo. Ooh, nice. He got a chi, which means we get to add a focus back, and we get to give him a life back, but he didn't lose any, so that doesn't matter. But we do get one of his focus back. I think we keep the movement. Share it with Donatello. Since we can make the chi whatever we want, do you want to keep the defense? Maybe share it with Mikey, and then you want to make the chi. You want to make the chi double attack.
What does Jetson think?
What's that?
I said, what does Jetson think about that?
Hold on.
Jetson does not approve of whatever you just thought of doing. Clearly has an opinion about it. The other thing we have left is, so we can change that to whatever we want.
Yeah, so here's my thinking. Since we have a movement, Leo's movement is 3. With how the board is right now, we could get right here and melee attack this guy and possibly kill him.
Do you want to change that to double melee?
That's what I'm thinking. I think we change that to double melee. We'll have a movement, a defense, and a double melee to possibly kill that guy right there.
I'm down. Let's do it.
All right. So here's the big thing. We need to get. Let's do Raphael. We need to get big movement.
Here's my quick question. With the way this is going, is it possible for the fact that this game will just go on forever, that we have just like a never-ending Foot Clan soldier party every turn, every round?
Well, I mean, I think he would eventually swarm us and.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like that round, if these rounds continue the way they are, he's just gonna have. He doesn't even need to move his guy. I feel
that was kind of our mistake with the movement. We could have killed more of his guys if we were smarter about our movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all right, Mikey, our Raph has a movement, defense, and a chi. So again, with chi, we could give him a life, but he didn't lose any. But we will get a focus back, which is good.
Also, for what it's worth, I can't spawn more people than spaces in the spawn zone.
Oh, okay.
For what that's worth.
All right, so we're gonna keep these two, Hoagie.
And currently, they've only got one open spawn space.
I think we should re-roll these 4 and try to get something else. You with me? 3 defense and a melee.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's cash in a focus. Let's try to get some movement. Now we got 1 movement, 2 melee, and a defense.
Have you rolled any cheese while I was gone?
Yeah, Leo got a chi, which he didn't have any life missing, but he did get a focus back, and then Raphael just got him. So we got to keep these. What do you want to take his chi to? Movement or ranged or what?
I always like the idea of having his special, which is double range.
I say he can move 6 spots right now. So he could be like around, or we could take the fall damage and jump straight off this edge, which is what? What is the fall damage?
It's 4 dive damage.
So we roll it and see what it is.
Hits,
yeah, so we could even try that if we wanted, Hoagie.
So you're saying add more movement?
I think no, because with 6 of it, we could go 1, 2, 3, and you don't have to do double. We could be right here.
And we'll have melee attack on that.
We would possibly take some damage.
All right, let's do it.
But I think I agree with that. I think we do the two ranged attack. His special. And it doesn't matter how we put these because no one gets them. So, and then the last person we have to roll for is Donatello. So, let's see what we get. We got 2 ranged and then his defense thing. He does get a movement from Leonardo, but it's only 3, and he's back here. So I think we might want to. Might want to cash in a focus and re-roll all 3. try to get some more movement.
I mean, Donnie's got enough focus, so yeah.
Yeah, he's got 4 focus.
We
yeah,
don't
so
really
let's-
have it. None of those 3 seem fantastic, anyways.
No, let's cash it in and reroll. Oh, 2 movements and a chi. Nice. So we get that focus back.
Get that focus back.
that
Yeah.
we just spent.
Is
and
he at
then-
full life or no?
Yeah, the only one who's taken any damage
Dude,
is
he's been parked behind a vent for.
That's true.
That's fair.
So Hoagie, what do you want his chi to be? His attack, like his special, which is attack defense, another movement. Again, we could put it next to Leonardo, so Leonardo would get whatever it is.
Well, all right. So where's Leo right now?
Leo's right here. So with his movement right now, he could be right here. We can only attack this guy with range.
Correct.
So we could give him range, and he could possibly attack this guy and this guy up here. It wouldn't be a heavy ranged, but at least it's something. You know what I mean?
Right.
You want to try that?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll put the ranged next to Leonardo here. And then Donatello gets some tasty movement speed. So I think this is good. I think this is a solid... this is a lot better than our last one. All right.
Yeah, your last one resulted in me getting like 14 dudes out
So
there.
if that's the case, Hoagie, who do you want to start with?
Well, I mean, we can either choose to get Mikey the hell out of there.
So here's the other thing. We have these special cards that we can use. And we couldn't really use any of them last time because no one was in close enough range to attack. But we can cash this in. It's 2 movement and an attack. Is that what it costs to use?
Correct.
So we could use... What's
Yeah.
this one?
What did that say? Oh, 1 focus.
Oh, 1 focus. Ooh, which he only has. So we can cash this in, which we have enough of.
Are you starting with Michelangelo, by the way?
Yeah, I think we're going to start with Mikey.
Now, we could technically attack and then move, or do you think we should get out of there?
No, you're right. We could try to attack this guy, or any of. Well, he doesn't have any ranged. Oh no, he does. He has actually double range. So we could melee attack one of these 2, try to ranged attack this guy, and then move.
Let's do that.
All right. So his attack is 1. It's 2 dice, right?
Yes.
1 attack plus this one. He doesn't share anything from these. So we're gonna roll 2 die, Hoagie. What are these dudes' health?
Their health is 2. Their defense is 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4.
All right. So I don't know if we'll kill one, but we'll at least maybe try to do some damage, and then Leo might be able to swing in there and do something. So, all right, here's the 2 die from Mikey. We're gonna do this guy first.
Okay.
So 3.
3.
I don't think we're gonna get any better than that. So
No.
3 attack to that guy.
And he rolls 4. He's got 2 defense plus 2 there.
And 1 defense.
So he takes 2. He's at 2 life, so he's dead.
Woo!
All right, so we got that guy. So then I think we're gonna turn around, try to attack this guy. So only 2 dice. Oh, that was this one. No shits.
Yeah.
So 3 again. 3 again. So same situation.
I think he's dead again.
Block 1.
Got 1, take 2. He's dead.
All right. So and then we're gonna try to ranged attack this guy up here, which his ranged attack is double from Raph. So 3. Right. 1 attack plus 2 ranged.
How did you attack twice?
Yeah, how do we attack
1
twice?
attack plus this.
Yeah, but how did you attack 2 people?
Oh, I thought you were allowed to just attack anyone around you.
No, once you use that attack, that's it for
Oh,
that.
okay. So yeah, never mind. So this guy's back then. This guy's
Okay.
back. All right.
Way to waste a good roll.
So there's that. Well, we can do the ranged one though. Right?
You could do the ranged
All right,
one,
so
yeah.
we're gonna do the ranged one, Hoagie, which is 1 plus 2, right? So
Correct.
3, so
yeah, that's
3,
why you put these on here, so you
Okay,
can
okay.
just remind yourself.
Which we haven't moved yet, though. Right.
Right. Yeah. Correct.
So that
Sorry.
we're about to use that one. So 3. Oh wow.
Nice.
4 damage
To this guy
to
up
this
there?
guy up here.
I mean, so that means you're going to guarantee take... Oh, never mind. You do have 4. So, yeah.
No, this guy only has 2, which means I'm taking 2 damage, right?
Yeah, it means you're taking 2
yeah,
guaranteed.
yeah,
So
so
he's
yeah,
dead.
so he's dead. All right, so Hoagie, now here, do we want to? We have 8 movement. We can move 8 pieces. Do you want to like just get them? We have to do 4, so we can get them like right here in the middle, like a safe zone.
Yep.
Or what are you thinking? You want to do that?
Can he climb the building?
He can go up this side. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he could get up here, but then this guy's here.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
So you want to just do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of just be chilling here in the middle.
Chill in the chill zone.
All right. So then that's his movement token, but we're gonna be
You're done.
We're gonna be done anyway. So
Stop on him.
and we'll pass the turn.
All right.
That was a solid turn, gentlemen. I'm proud of you.
We almost cheated and killed 3 guys.
Sometimes you gotta cheat, man.
That's the turtle way.
I'm gonna play a thug brawler,
So then we lose
You
this.
son of a bitch. I don't know what
and
that
I
means.
only activate 1. I'm gonna activate this guy right here.
So he gets to move
His
one.
move 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Well, actually, I could go 1, 2, 3, I suppose, because he doesn't.
Yeah, that's
hurt by
considered
it.
one. These are considered one spot, right? Oh yeah, he's not hurt by it either.
He's not hurt by
it. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So I just I don't know what it's technically considered.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And then I'm actually going to activate the Foot Clan Elite. Unfortunately, he can range things like that, but he's so far behind. I just want to move him at this point. His movement is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. And you can't land. So like, let's say you got that again, and this would be 4. You
I
can't
couldn't
do it
move
right
there. Well,
Okay.
I think you can stop short, so I
Okay.
can stop at 3.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So is that your turn?
That is my turn.
So Hoagie, what do you want to do? Do you want to try to get Mike or Leo? So from Kaiser's move that he just did, it kind of seems like he's coming this way. So do you want to try to get Leo over here, or do you want to like take Raph and just jump off the edge here, take our chances on some damage?
Let's move Raph.
All right. So his movement is 3, but we get 2, so 6, right?
And you got another one over here.
Oh, that's right.
no. I'm sorry. Raph.
No, he doesn't get it. Yeah. So 6. So we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be right here with some fall damage.
Yeah, with some fall damage, which is.
Which we
Or
would
we
roll
could
on.
just go. Or we could just do 1, 2, 3. We could do 3. We can't move anymore, or at least for that one, and try to melee attack this guy.
Yeah, let's do that first.
All right. So we're gonna use. So make sure I'm doing.
And
this
you
right,
can.
guys.
So for what it's worth, a figure that moves from an elevated terrain to low terrain suffers 4 dice of damage, which may be defended as normal.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna
cool.
roll
So it could be
4,
none.
4 dice of damage, and then roll defense to guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna use one of our movements, which is 3, and just go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
But we are gonna do the. So we got
So now you have to roll 4
dice.
dice for damage.
Okay. Which
3,
is 3.
and now you roll defense. His defense is
His
3,
defense is 3
plus 1 is 4.
4. So we need to block 3 of this Hoagie. We only
Block
block
1, so you take 2 fall damage.
So we take 2 fall damage, or we can cash in a focus. He's at 13 life.
How much focus does he have?
He has 2 left.
Let's use a focus.
All right. So 3 damage.
Well, can we keep the one
No.
that we?
You're rolling
Oh,
all
I'm
4?
sorry. Yeah, we want to keep the 1.
I mean, welcome to it.
I
But
was gonna say.
So we want to keep the 1. So we need to get 2 here, 2 blocks to take none, right? Because we're taking 3 damage.
All right,
damage.
come on, Haddix. You got this.
So you
So
take
we're taking
2.
2.
2.
Okay. And now, so that was just 1 movement.
Correct.
So now we're gonna melee attack this jabroni right here.
Okay.
And his attack is 2, 3, 4 die.
Okay, so cover those 2 up, just so I know you've used
Yeah.
both of those.
Okay.
And don't try to use those on some other guy now.
So we're gonna roll 4.
And you
So
roll
we got
3.
3.
You sticking with that, eh?
Yeah, we only have 1 focus left, right, Hoagie? So
Yeah.
just stick with the 3
So his
damage.
defense is 2, plus he's got 2 out here. So
So
4.
4.
I gotta block 2. 3.
What's his health?
3. What did you roll for your attack? I'm sorry.
3.
3.
3 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 damage. And you
So
block 2
block
of
2,
it?
so I take 1.
Yeah.
So I will just put the 1 under here.
All right, and then we have to. Can you range attack a guy up top? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Straight up. Now tell me.
So
We're 2 away, so no penalty. Right?
Maybe you figures can't move from.
oh no, he's looking it up.
Figures in elevated terrain are considered to be 2 extra spaces away when attacked with.
Oh,
range
okay.
checks.
Yeah, so
in
2 extra
low
spaces.
terrain.
Our other option, Hoagie, is we can move 3
And then do range?
range attack this guy. We
Do
can
that.
range
Do
attack
that.
either
I don't
one.
want to do anything that's going to give us a penalty. Let's move.
So there's 1, 2, 3. So there's another one of our movements.
Mhm.
And then we're going to range attack this guy. And our attack is 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
That's smart, because in the words of Obi-Wan, I had the high ground, dude.
Yes. So let's roll
You
4.
underestimate our power.
And we only hit 2.
God damn it, Haddix.
Now, I have 2 defense here, plus 2, so I roll 4, and I got to block 2.
Wait. We're doing 2 damage.
Yeah,
What's his health?
2.
Oh, okay, so, okay. Ah, we got him, Hoagie. He only blocked 1. Wait. What was that?
That was Hoagie cheering.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Oh, we didn't kill him.
No, yeah, we did 1 of the 2 damage that we needed to kill him.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's his ranged, but I think that's it anyway. We just have some defense left.
Yep, that's it for him.
We can't move, so that's our turn with Raph.
So hurt some guys, but didn't incapacitate them. Now I will. What the hell? Do I not? I never remember to draw cards. Okay. Okay.
By the way, are either of you guys watching the actual stream and seeing me and how much of a strawberry I look like right now?
No, he had it on in the beginning to make sure we could hear, but other than that, no.
I am going to activate
Your trap card.
3-foot soldiers that either get 1 movement or 1 attack. This guy, I'm going to use his movement. So his movement will be 3. So I'm going to go 1. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Because it'd be 1, 2.
You could go
3.
here. Oh no, yeah, because
that lose 1.
Yeah, you're right. He would end on me.
Sorry, I'm going to have him move 1 anyways. And I'm going to have this guy move
Same thing, right? Yeah.
1. And then I'm going to have 1. What are we?
And to go into yellow is 2. So that's 1, 2, and then you're just back to normal. You know what I'm saying?
So then I just leave him there.
Yeah. I mean, you could come here if you wanted, but yeah.
That'll be 1.
It's 1, 2,
2,
then 3.
3
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Okay, then I will do that. And that's going to be it for that, because those are the 3. And I've got Thug Brawlers here. I'll bring those guys out. 2 movement and an attack. I'm going to bring this guy over here. And actually, I'm going to have attack. So
Attack Raph. So his defense is 3, 4.
So his defense is 4. This guy's going to get 1, 2. So come on, big rolls. 2
attacks. So we're going to roll 4.
Haddix, come on, buddy.
Block 2 of it.
Block 2. So nothing happens.
What happens?
And I've got another brawler I can move. This is about the only other guy, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't go 6 because he's in the way. Oh, we can move diagonal, right?
I have absolutely no idea.
Is that like
feel
an
like-
ability that only
I
the
feel
foot
like
soldiers
you
can do? Like, can the
because I
turtles
could
do it?
do because you could do like you could get further down the thing that way.
That movement is allowed, yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
I can do that.
All right.
So
I was just making up rules as we go.
so that'd be 6 there, and that was my 2 movements, right?
Yep.
Cue
I wish I
cue
could
the.
draw.
Oh, I also didn't. I didn't draw yet. So
So now I'll pass the turn.
So what do you want to do here? We have Leo that we could try to get down in here. Let's see where he's at. He has double. He has an attack and he can do a ranged attack. So I don't think we could do both. We couldn't attack both.
why
of
did we
these.
have Donnie's movement? Or because we wanted to give Leo ranged instead of extra movement?
Yeah, we wanted to give him some ranged attack because of how Kaiser was set up before. We could have possibly done it both. But so we can move Leo
Can't we range
towards
first?
these guys,
Why don't we range
or we
first?
could. So let's see. His movement is 3. Oh wow, he's got a lot of movement. So he has 3, 6, 9. So
Damn
he could get over.
dirty
He could get over to these. Mute it when the dog barks.
I said, and when you were muting it, it sounded like I lost you, even though I still see the board.
So we could move. We could get to any of these guys. We could go over here and try to kill these guys, or we could come over here and try to kill one of these guys. We can get to anybody basically.
Let's go. I think because we've already weakened the top part, let's take Leo up top.
Up this top or
Well, top it from the camera angle, so towards Michelangelo.
okay. So
Or
you
towards
want
Raph, I mean. Towards Raph, I mean.
Who do you want to kill? The guy? Try to kill the guy on the bottom or the guy on the stairs here?
Couldn't we, if we can get to the guy with the stairs and then range the other guy with the other pizza? Let's like go after the 2 weaklings.
Well, technically, if we're here, they're both adjacent to us, so you can't. It's not considered ranged. That's the problem.
No, what I'm saying is if we melee the guy who's in the stairway, and then range the other guy that's next to Raph.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
I don't. Well,
That's
I guess
still
if we
adjacent.
if
But
we
I
were
guess if
here,
you're up there,
if we were here and killed him, then yeah, we could.
but that's a line of sight issue, I think.
Yeah, that might be. Yeah, the only way we could do that is if we moved, killed this guy, then went up top here. We could range this guy because technically he's on the ground.
Right.
If we can do it with the movement we have, I don't know.
Let's see. So we have 3, and we can do it 3 times. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we couldn't because that would be 7. That would cut into the thing. We can only do 9. We have to do things.
Well, no,
at
you
9.
could do 1, 2, right?
3, 4, 5.
Melee, and then 1, 2, 3.
But then that's an
I
extra
think
2, so that's 2 plus an extra. Well, no, when you're up top, there's no. Hey, shut up. When you're up top, is there an extra? When you're down below, it's like an extra 2 spots away or whatever.
Yeah, because I think you won't be able to. Yes, I think you have to be on the edge, but you could do that.
Yeah,
guy.
I don't think we can melee and range with Leo with where he's at.
What you could do, attack this guy, hop up here, and hit down on that guy.
No, that's true. I
That's
guess we
probably
could
the
do
only
that.
one that would work.
You want to try that? We could potentially kill both of these guys.
Yeah, do it. Yep.
All right. So we're gonna move. We're gonna do Leo's. So here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
Oh, we can do 5,
5, 6. You could do that. Yeah.
So there's 6, and that's the double movement from Mikey.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna try to. We're gonna try to melee this guy right here.
Yeah.
So melee is 1, 1, 2, right? Double from. Or 1, 2, 3. So we get 3 die.
Correct.
1 attack 2. All right. So we get 3 die to attack.
Isn't it
this
3
guy.
dice?
3 dice, whatever. What's his health at?
This guy's health is. Oh, he's hurt, right?
Yeah, he's got 1 damage.
So he's got 2 life.
He's got 2 left. So let's keep that in mind. Leo has 3 focus. So if we roll bad here, we could possibly cash in a focus to try to kill this guy. We got 3 hit.
And he needs 2, right? 2 kills.
And this guy's defense is 2. Right, you're attacking the brawler, right?
Yeah.
2. His defense is 4.
His defense is 4, so Kaiser gets to roll 4 die. Out of 4 die, he needs to block
2 of it.
2 damage.
Let's keep it the way it is.
Right? He's doing 3. You need to block 2 to stay alive.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So he's got to block 2 of the damage with his 4 die. Block.
So
he takes 1 damage.
So he stays alive, though.
We did 3.
We did 3, yes. Yeah.
So he stays alive, but he does take 1 damage. So the other option, Hoagie, is we have 3 movements still. So we could go 1, 2, 3, and we'd be 2 spots away to range attack this guy and try to kill him.
We didn't want to get on the roof
here and range attack anybody you want at that point.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We can move up here to this.
Yeah, let's get to the roof.
All right, so we're going to cash in. So we just cashed in our melee attack. We're going to cash in our other movement, which is 3, 1, 2. I guess 1, 2, 3 if we can move down.
You can move 2 and call it. You don't have to.
Okay.
You just can't.
Right.
You don't get that extra move.
So do you want to try to melee the brawler we were trying to kill, or this guy that's already taken?
We can't melee the brawler. We're up top.
I mean range attack. We can range attack either of these 2 guys because technically they're on the ground.
You could really do any 4 of those guys if you wanted.
I guess that's true. I think we need to try to kill one of these guys that's almost dead though.
I would. Well, and the easier one is going to be the guy that's at the stairway.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Our attack is 1.
The only thing worth mentioning is the brawler has defense.
That's true.
Ninjas don't.
We need to do 1 damage. How many dice could you roll for the ninja?
2.
So he can roll 2 die to try to stop 1 damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or roll 4 die to try to stop 1 damage. And we're only rolling 2.
All right, let's go after the ninja then.
Let's try to kill the ninja. Yeah, so we're gonna roll 2 to try to kill the ninja. Ooh, 3. Look at that. So he needs a block.
Oh, I can't.
You can't.
Dead.
Yeah, so he's dead. So he's dead. And so then that was his range. So Leonardo is done.
All right.
And pass the turn.
I am going to activate the Foot Clan Elite. He's going to get 2 movement and 2 ranged. So his movement is 4, so he can move up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But then I can't do the ranged attack. I wish I would have played that the other way.
I mean, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no. Yeah, it's too far.
No, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can still ranged attack you from here.
Yeah.
I just lose 1.
Yeah, 1 die. 1 damage.
1 damage. Right. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 2 plus his movement his attack is 2, so I get 4. And if I roll any double hits, it becomes triple.
Yeah.
Come on, doubles.
So 3 minus 1, technically. How we're sitting right now.
I'm going to use a focus. And I am going to roll all 4 of them again.
Uh-oh.
Trying to get those doubles. Because what's Raph's defense?
Raph's defense
3,
is 3, 4.
Yeah.
So
Same
damage.
thing.
So 3 damage. We get to roll 4 to try to prevent 3. God.
Oh, took all 3.
Well, we could use the focus if you want, Hoagie.
What's
Or
our
we're gonna
be
take-
at?
He's at 11 right now. So he'd be down to 8. And he only has 1 focus left.
Now you're talking to the guy that takes brow beats, so I don't know if you really want to ask me whether or not I should take all the damage. I mean, are we in danger of losing Raph anytime soon, even if we're at 8?
I say we take the 8.
I'm not taking
I say
8.
we take the 8. If he gets another big thing against him, we'll use it then.
So wait. Just
So we're gonna go down.
To clarify, we're going down to 8. We're not.
We're going
taking
down.
8.
Yes. Yeah, we're
Okay.
going down to 8.
All right. And I get to make another play. I'm going to do this. Don't let them escape. I can move the 1 Foot Clan guy twice and one. I'm going to move him to this side. I gotta assume I have 6 movement. That'll be enough to do that.
Yeah.
And then I will attack Raph. It's 1. So I roll 1 dice. This isn't gonna go very well.
Oh no, Hax has been a pretty awesome
Yes,
dice
seriously.
roller.
Boom.
Double, but we get to roll 4, so we need to block 2, which we did.
Okay.
All right, so are you done then?
That's it.
All right, so all we have left is Donatello, who's chilling in the chill zone all the way back here.
Donnie has done nothing.
For a long time.
He does have 1, 2, 3, 4 movements.
So he can
or
move 12
3.
spaces.
So he can move 12 spaces. I think we need to come down in here and start killing some of these dudes.
Where right now is the elite? Where is the elite guy at right now?
He's over here, but he only has. So hold on. 1, 2. We could try to take fall damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could come adjacent to the elite guy and do our ranged. We don't have a melee with Donatello. But we can with our 12. We could possibly take some fall damage. But we can get here adjacent to the elite
fall
guy.
damage means nothing if we're getting right back up to the building. So because we were not going to be in danger of getting attacked.
Because we could do technically we can do adjacent.
Right.
So 1, 2. We take fall damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, whatever. 9 here.
Yeah, whatever.
I
you
don't
wanna
know,
do.
12.
Let's just go.
Not actually.
Let's go there.
So that would be 9, and that would only use 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3. So if we wanted to move after for some reason, we could.
You have to take your fall damage first.
So attack. So first attack. We're attacking ourselves.
So 3 damage, and then his defense is 4, just 4. We
So
blocked 1, so we're taking
2.
3
We're taking
or
2.
Yeah, taking 2, which he hasn't taken any damage because he's been chilling.
Well, when you hide behind an air conditioning unit for...
So he's at 9.
Now let's attack the elite.
So our ranged attack is
1 plus
just
1.
2.
Yep.
Well, how much health does that guy even have?
This guy has 4 life,
Okay.
but he's got 3, 4 defense.
Oh, is he
Get
considered
some doubles.
No, this guy, the Foot Clan.
Oh, Foot Clan Elite. Okay. So
Nothing.
nothing. But I say
Focus.
we use a focus. He has 4 focus, so we're going to use that. And 1. All right.
One.
1D.
It was close, but they don't call him a Foot Clan Elite for nothing.
For what it's worth, Hoagie, we could move him away from the edge if we want, just so that Kaiser wouldn't be able to attack us ranged. You know what I mean? We have 3 movement left, so we could do like 1, 2, 3 and be over here,
That's fine.
or even here.
These brawlers.
1, 2, 3. Let's do that.
All right.
What are these brawlers? They weren't dead, were they? I think they were just over
I
there.
think they're just over there. Yeah. So for what it's worth, that's the turn.
Okay.
Donatello.
Stop.
This is a much longer scenario.
Well, and that's what they say. The average is like an hour and a half for these.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to do the move I wanted to do last time and use the Foot Clan Elite. He gets a double movement and double attack. And this turn, he does not need to break away from enemies. He does not need to break away from enemies and ignores slow and rough terrain.
Okay.
So his movement's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could just leave and win this game right now.
Well, that's of course.
Well, that's almost advantageous because my dinner's about ready in about 10 minutes.
I didn't even realize. I was just going to do it to double attack you.
Because if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't be able to get out because of the slow movement.
Right.
Wah, wah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just like that.
All right.
I
That was fun.
strike swiftly. I didn't even have to strike. I just was swift.
My review of this game is definitely just going to be like, I hated it because I lost twice.
Well, again, I think now that we're getting the hang of it, if we were to like play again, it'd be a lot different.
Ugh. But that one definitely was a lot longer. There was definitely more thinking involved for sure.
And if we would have done the first round better, I think we would have been better off.
Right.
Jetson disagrees. I've got an annoying animal on my side too. I got Bane. He keeps crying, going in and out of the room.
You got your cat?
I got my not my wife, the actual cat. Well, I think that I might as well switch back to the other camera.
Donatello was really let us down that game.
He sure did.
Donnie was just chilling in that chill zone, literally.
MVP right there, Donatello.
You jabroni.
He was behind an air conditioner for the whole first round, and then missed his ranged attack on the elite guy.
It's pretty horrible.
We'd have planned that better. We'd have tried to get double ranged attack on Raphael and just try to kill that elite dude as quick as we could have.
I agree. Well, I think, is that all we got then for tonight?
Yeah. I mean, unless you guys wanted to try another.
Well,
okay.
I unfortunately, I mean, you guys can go ahead and play. You guys can talk more. You guys can have a better idea of more of a review. You two could play, but I probably got to get out of here.
All right.
No problem.
All right. Well, thank you for everybody who joined. And like we already mentioned, we're going to be doing a podcast on this, reviewing this, talking about this in more detail, what we liked, what we don't liked, as well as it's an hour long or it's a 90-minute podcast, so we'll be doing our test your knowledge, the great debate, and that stupid thing that Haddix does. And
that's the best one.
since we lost all of our sponsors, and as far as the stream itself, I'll be back on Wednesday for some Blizzard gaming, probably with the jabroni on the left, Haddix, and yeah, I think that's about it then. So for the Pseudo stream, I'm Hoagie, that's Kaiser, and that's Haddix. We'll check you guys on Wednesday.
Have a good Sunday.
See you later.